is Rock and Roll.
Well, took it to a place that really didn't look that bad. I had a whiskey on the rocks, change up the cold for a jukebox. Well, I put a corner right to that kid, but oh, they play Walt Disco Band. Come on, you better let's get out of here right away. Sing it out, guys, here we go. Rock this town, rock it inside out. Oh, rock this town, make them scream and shout. We're gonna rock, rock, rock there, rock, gonna rock for your mama, gonna rock for your mama, gonna rock this town, rip this place. Jimmy on the guitar, bang it out, Jimmy. Just bopping on the big dance floor. And it's a real sweat cat, 1974. Well, look at me once, look at me twice, and if it looks again, there's gonna be a fight. Come on, pretty baby, let's get out of here right away. Sing it out, everybody, here we go. Rock this town, rock it inside out. Oh, rock this town, make them scream and shout. Oh, rock, rock, rock there, I'm gonna rock for you, Baba, gonna rock for you, Mama, gonna rock this town, rip this place apart. Gonna rock this town, rip this place apart. Gonna rock this town, rip this place apart. Woo!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And that was the Just Nuts Band. And now from WVOX Radio and host of tonight's episode, This is Rock and Roll, Mr. Dennis Dion Nardone.
Hello,
Hi,
Mary.
Dennis.
How are you?
I'm good.
You look great. I
Thank
love
you.
that necklace. Are you ready for another edition of This is Rock and Roll?
Yes, I am.
When I introduce this gentleman and the group on stage, I always say their song is one of the top 10 love songs of all time. You never believed me, but it truly is. And this is one of the good guys of rock and roll and on the oldie circle. So I'm ready to go with this fine gentleman. He's funny, he's talented, he's a great guy. But we have to say thank you to our producers, Vic Sabatini, you know him, right?
Yes, I do.
Vic Sabatini, Tyrone Berkel, you know Tyrone, yes. And Al Belfiore. They do a great job behind the scenes. And of course, this is the show that talks about the people in the music world that made it all happen. So with that, let's say hello to our fine guest. I call him the Coney Island Kid, John Kuse, the original lead singer of The Excellence. Come on out there, Johnny boy. Good to see you, brother. Take a seat.
Clapping like Trump.
Yeah, take a seat. What's up, Johnny boy? Can I call you the Coney Island Kid?
No, you say Johnny Boy every time.
Yeah, I like Johnny Boy.
I was on the internet doing a text to you yesterday, and so you said Johnny Boy, you know?
Johnny Boy.
You call me Johnny K.
Oh, during the radio show, yeah.
The radio
we go on live on Facebook, and it pops up John Kuse.
Yeah, exactly. All the guys there. A lot of people call in. It's very popular.
Yeah, we have a fun time there. Facebook, and plus it's on the internet.
I hope this thing takes off just as much as that, you know?
Thank you, and it's an honor to have you as a guest. Now, you're from the Bronx as well. You grew up Pelham Parkway section?
There I am. I was wondering about that, Tyrone. I came from the Pelham Parkway
section. Look right into the camera there. Go ahead. You don't have to look at me. They want to see your beautiful face.
I come from the Pelham Parkway section of the Bronx, Allerton Avenue, and ladies and gentlemen, you're privy to see two people who only grew maybe 7 blocks apart, and both had hit records, and went to Christopher Columbus High School in the Bronx. And that guy's coming up next.
Christopher Columbus High School in the Bronx, New York.
You got it.
And now, was Gino's Cafe there when you were growing up?
Was that a pizza place, Gino's?
Place, right?
Yeah, it was. I think it was on White Plains Road.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know where it was.
I'll tell you what was there and has never gone away is the White Castle.
Right. Johnny Kuse, of course, The Excellence. and still going strong after all these years. You started around 1960?
Exactly, yeah. 1960, we recorded for Mermaid Records a song called Red, Red Robin. Comes Bob, Bob, bobbing along.
But now, were you known as the premieres at that time?
Yeah, that was from this side of Allerton Avenue, and then we ventured over to Pelham Parkway and the right side of Pelham Parkway, and we met 3 other guys, and those 3 premiers met 3 other guys and became the Excellence.
And your brother was in the group too with you, right?
He lives down in Florida.
Now, how did we get the name the Excellence? Guys were excellent. I thought that was funny.
It was funny, but as I've said many times, it's such a silly excuse for the name of a group. But we were in the White Castle parking lot, and we loved these White Castle hamburgers, and someone said they're excellent.
Ah, never heard that story. That's great.
I've said it before, but I don't know how good it is.
Now, were you like all the other doo-wop singers on the corners, in the playgrounds, as Dion would say?
There was Pelham Parkway and Lydig Avenue, which was a home of so many kids. I mean, back in the day, you had a 10-block radius from one side to the other, and there were apartment houses that were like 8 stories high, and in those houses, kids galore. I mean, if you went out on a Friday night, you had nothing to do, you certainly met someone that you knew.
Right.
And you started singing with someone. It was a great time. And I have a little fast story to say, is when we won the Boss Record of the Day on Murray Decay, as well as the Boss Record of the Week.
Were you at high school then?
Yeah, I was out of high school. Unfortunately, I wished I was back there a year or 2 before, because then my friend over here you're going to see next wouldn't have taken the spotlight. It would have been me. But don't laugh too hard. So we were in the Pelham movie theater, and we found out that we won the Boss Record of the Week or the Day. And we waited till Saturday until they would announce the Boss Record of the Week. And my point is that there were so many kids.
Yeah.
Just tears to my eyes. They were hanging out of the windows, waiting for the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2. Ronettes, Be My Baby. We knew we were number 1. And oh, it was great feeling. It was the point is there was a very busy neighborhood back in the day. And our biggest fear was if Arthur Avenue would come over and invade the neighborhood, you know. And Dion and Cousin's Record Shop was over there. It was great times.
John Kuse, original lead singer of the Excellence, still performing to this day. And I'm serious when I say Coney Island Baby is a top 10 love song of all time. Because, you know, the way I think of it, you know, you think of Coney Island Baby, you're 16 years old, you know, you're holding the hand of a girl, your first time you really kind of like a girl, you know, and then as time goes on, all of a sudden you're married. Now you're back at Coney Island, and then you're back to your grandmother. You know, that's why it's such a great love song.
The company wanted to produce balloons all over the place, the Coney Island Baby contest, the whole works. That didn't pan out that much.
Now,
you're right, what you said.
Now let's go backwards a little. You did You Baby You. Did you pick that song? Did you like that song? Or?
My guy who I sang with, Dennis Kestenbaum, he was our baritone. He picked it out and he found a good way to put a different version than the clef tone said.
Right, okay.
And a lot of people love our version, because he puts a bass and a baritone, floating baritone in it. It worked out well. He chose that.
So you were happy with that recording?
Yeah. That's what we had to bring into the studio. And the studio we had nothing else they liked. So they gave us Coney Island Baby. We went out to the bathroom. That's what I always say.
You went to where?
The bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Well, in Brooklyn, it's bathroom.
That's okay.
You know, 1, 2, 3.
I got that.
And we came out and they said, "That sounds good, you're recording." And they told us how it was going to go, and that's what it became. And we advertised. We went around to a couple of high schools. We performed. And I'm supposed to be on American Bandstand, but that never materialized.
All right, before we get to that story, if you want to tell that story, okay. We have a cup for you. One, a really original rock and roll. This is rock and roll. Mary, bring our good friend John the
Thank you.
original.
There you
You
go.
get a little booklet.
Thank you very
Get a little
much.
book.
What's this booklet about?
Keep notes.
So you can write your name down just in case you forget them. Now, Coney Island Baby was one of those B-sides. Is that true?
Yes, because You Baby You was what we
Oh, You
brought in.
Baby You was the A-side?
Yes, yes.
All right, now who flipped it over? Murder K or somebody like that?
The company.
The company did. I mean, when
Oh,
the
flipped
D-
it over?
Yeah,
As far as
DJ.
advertising goes?
No, the DJ. Then you say, we're going to play the B-side now.
I
Here's
can't
one.
answer you that. I
Okay.
can't.
But that does happen sometimes.
Yes, it does, without a doubt, yeah.
And
We
so-
saw fit that Coney Island Baby is what they were pushing, so for it to be that way, and we tried to push it that way. But to be airplayed in so many radio stations, that didn't work. It was only WINS, because the concentration of people who called in for requests came from the Pella Parkway area.
Right. Oh, okay. Right.
So other stations didn't want to bother.
So now you had it on the B-side. Did you have any idea that it was going to take off? And no, you didn't have that idea.
Absolutely not.
You were looking for You Baby You to go.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was happy that I became, what's the word, synonymous with Coney Island Baby, but I didn't realize that it would be that popular as it was until 1972 when they did the CBS Countdown.
Right. And nowadays it's known as the...
Brooklyn National Anthem.
There you go. All right,
Brooklyn
John,
Anthem.
how about we take a look at the video, the monitor, and Coney Island Baby performing it?
Hi, Pittsburgh. We're going to take you back to the year 1962, to Brooklyn, New York, to do the song that we're going to sing for you tonight. And it's for you, baby. You. Bring us back. You're my Coney Island baby. You mean so much to me. You're my pretty little lady. I love you tenderly. You're my lucky star. That's what you are. You're my Coney Island baby. You're so precious, so sweet. Since the day I met you, my life has been complete. You're my everything. Oh, so am I ring. You're my girl. Let's go back. Just the two of us in on a blanket of love, writing love letters in the sand. As long as there's sand, and as long as there's a sea, you'll be my Coney Island baby. You're my Coney Island baby. Oh, don't ever let me down. You're my pretty little lady. Feel like I wear your crown. Don't ever leave me. Oh, don't ever go. You're my Coney Island baby. I love you so. You're my Coney Island baby. I want you to know. You're my Coney Island baby. I love you so. My Coney Island baby. I want you to know. Coney Island baby.
Did you take your medicine?
Oh gosh, I forgot.
Her nurse. You need a claim number? Her personal assistant. Let me just grab her housekeeper. Her cook. Her accountant. When I started taking care of Mom, I didn't realize the challenge of playing so many roles. But above all, I'm still her daughter.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving to connect with experts and other caregivers. Together we can better care for ourselves and the ones we love.
Okay, we are back, and this is Rock and Roll. My name is Dennis Nardone, and our guest, John Kuse, and you just seen him on the video, original lead singer, and of course singing Coney Island Baby. And now you just mentioned Brooklyn and Coney Island, and they love it out there. They really have taken that song in.
Again, I didn't realize just how popular it was until the CBS Countdown. And
Right.
it was all sorts of places. It came in number 10, number 100, whatever countdown, you know.
Now let me ask you this: you mentioned Mermaid Records, but isn't it Coney Island Baby on Blast Records?
Yes.
Or am I wrong?
Yeah, there were 5 affiliates of Sinclair Records, and Sinclair Records had Mermaid, Blast, 2 or 3 others, I'm not sure, but Blast Record was one that put out Coney Island Baby.
Right. Now the original, well, that video was one of the early PBS specials.
Yes, Pittsburgh.
And now who are the original members of the Excellence?
The original members were my brother George, Dennis Kestenbaum, Chuck Epstein, Joel Feldman. Man, I'm getting old and forgetting things.
Well, they did the recording.
They did the record. There's 6 of us. That was unique in itself, having a 6-man group.
Yeah.
And I know of only one other 6-man group out there, a group called the Renditions. Do you remember that?
Yeah, with little Sammy.
Sammy, that's it.
Yeah, little Sammy. Out there on Long Island, yeah.
Right, Philly Russo. Hi, guys. And
now, how did you become the lead singer? Did you have the best voice, or you just started singing, or your brother says, "Oh, my brother's going to be the lead singer"? How'd that happen?
I can't give you an answer on that because we in the premieres we had a number of guys who wanted to be the lead singer, and when we moved over and got the other 3 guys, they couldn't sing as good as I could, so I became the lead. How's that?
Okay. When did you discover you had a voice? Were you in a choir or in church? Just singing on a corner, and all of a sudden, hey man, I could sing. Or how did you discover that you had a voice?
Jesus, coming up with some questions here that I can't. It's hard to answer. That's quite okay, my friend.
You don't know.
I thought I sounded a lot like Dion. I tried to pattern and Vito Picone. They were Vito was my favorite lead singer. Little Star.
Little Star. You really enjoyed that song. Then.
Really, I liked the way he patterned his lead, and he's the one who Dion patterned some of his songs after the floating. Oh, believe me, where are you, little star? You know, and they floated around. And from what I understand, the Vito, and I know him very well, said that Dion not copied but patterned himself after Vito on the
Little Star came out before the Excellence.
1958.
Yeah, came out before the Excellence, really.
Yeah, 1958.
But you were a youngster at Columbus High School.
Yes.
Singing that song in the hallways, probably.
Little Star?
Yeah.
No.
No?
I was a little fat guy who wasn't too popular. Like the next guy that you're going to see come on, he was Mr. It.
Okay, well, anyway, so you mentioned Dion.
Everybody are wondering who it's going to be. Wait till you see.
2 weeks from now. But anyway, you mentioned Dion. You know I'm a big Dion fan, of course.